What if for the next year I asked you to be completely unapologetically delusional? I am talking about going all in on your dreams with a level of belief that defies your current reality. I know it probably sounds a little insane, but this might change your life, so listen up. I spent years going about chasing success with a very logical mindset. I would reach a goal and then set the next goal that made the most sense based on my current reality. And sure, that helped me attain some things, but how far do we really get with that? If you want to shake things up, this is a 1-year experiment where we're going to be completely delusional. You've probably heard of the term Delulu is the Solulu. Being delusional is the solution. Being delusional is why I'm sitting in this house that I bought in a market where my budget did not match the listing price. It is how my business went from averaging $4,000 to $5,000 a month to becoming $1 million business in months. It is how I was able to sell out my very first retreat in 2 weeks. And it is how I've been able to grow this YouTube channel to almost 20,000 of you in less than 4 months. Being delusional is the solution. And so this is your invitation to a 1-year experiment where you go all in with a level of belief that you create your new reality. If you're new here, my name's Tanya Bravo. I'm a business and identity coach who is obsessed with helping you create the life and business of your dreams. If that's you, click the subscribe button and let's get into it. We spend years living within our current circumstances. We base our goals on what we believe is possible. We will set a financial milestone, a relationship milestone based on our current options, not realizing that we're actually limiting ourselves. How far has being realistic really gotten you? I'm inviting you to join me on 1 year of going all in with a level of delusion that will have you questioning yourself. When you think of some of the most successful people you know, I'm talking about people who have created something from nothing. They were not living within their current reality. They had to step into a level of delusion of believing something was possible that didn't yet exist. Being delusional isn't about simply ignoring reality. It's about creating a new one. It is stepping into a room with the confidence and clarity of the person who is already on the other side of the goal, not trying to be something that they're not yet. It is a level of embodiment where you are not actually being delusional because it is actually true what you are feeling. The world just hasn't caught up yet. The people that you often admire, they weren't playing it safe. They were playing an entirely different game to begin with. We're taught that success is this linear path, that we just take the very next step on the staircase. But what if you didn't even have to take the staircase? What if there's an elevator that takes you to that second floor in an instant? That is what we're talking about here. And for 1 year, I want to invite you to be absolutely delusional about your life. The fastest way to become the person who has the life that you want is to become that person right now. How does she wake up? How does she think about herself? What's her inner dialogue? How does she show up in rooms? How does she speak about the work that she does? Oftentimes, especially for those of us that are growing a business, we will say that we're trying to do something, that we're working on something. This is not about trying or working on something. This is deciding I am already on the other side and going all in with that belief to a level of delusion. Because if you knew without a doubt that the success, the money, the relationships you want were already yours, would you be doubting yourself? Would you be questioning, should I post this video today? Should I go up to this person and introduce myself? No, you would be there. This is what we're talking about. Every day for the next year, making a decision from the perspective of your most delusional self, refusing to stay in what feels safe and realistic. We are talking about making outrageous, bold decisions every day that put you in alignment with the version of you who already is, has, and shows up in everything you desire. I can tell you from experience that every single big leap where I took the elevator instead of the stairs that I have made in my life has come from this energy. I remember the first time I decided that I wanted to experience having 6 figures of income come into my business in 1 month. For weeks, listened to audio that would tell me every single day, I am a multimillionaire, I make money with ease, clients love to pay me, my business is thriving, I would sleep with written notes under my pillow about how much money my business was making each day, how much money was coming into my life. I would show up in rooms with the clarity, the confidence of someone who is running a 7-figure business. I stopped doubting, do people want what I have to offer? And I start showing up as if they were begging for it. When I decided to get onto YouTube, I didn't show up as someone that was gonna try out YouTube. I showed up as if I had thousands of people watching my video from the very first one. I showed up as if I know that people are receiving value from every single video that I put out, that they're listening to it in their cars, on the way to their gym, while they're cleaning their houses, because they love watching my videos. Now, what I want to be clear about is this is not a level of fake confidence or even arrogance. This is a level of, I know that success is mine. And so instead of showing up meekly, hoping for the result that I want, I am showing up boldly with the understanding that the result I desire is already here, even before I see the physical manifestation of the results. Because when we show up as the person who is everything we desire, reality cannot help but catch up to you. So what does this look like in your real life? If you want to move to a new city, start that moving fund already. I remember when I wanted to quit my job and move to Paris and I had no idea how that was going to be feasible for me, I started a Paris fund. It was an account where I would put a set amount from each paycheck into this account. I didn't have a moving plan yet. I hadn't even really fully made any physical decisions around moving. This was just a desire that I'm moving to Paris. Instead of staying in this am I and aren't I took an easy action for me that was, I'm setting up my Paris fund. And do you know that I set a goal of being able to save $20,000 in that account? From day one, it started at zero. The day that I booked my ticket, I checked the account because I wasn't checking. I was just putting as much as I could from each paycheck. I had saved $20,000 and I think it was $16.57. It was almost to a penny what I wrote in my journal that I was going to save to be able to move to Paris without a job. If you want to be in a healthy, loving relationship, embody the version of you that's in that relationship right now. What would she be doing on her weekends? How would she be showing up for herself at home, outside of the home? We're always waiting for the thing to manifest, not realizing that becoming the thing we desire, the embodiment of that thing, how would you be if you already had that thing, is the actual key. I help a lot of my clients grow and scale their businesses, and oftentimes they will say, well, I'm trying to be a coach, or I'm just starting my coaching business. But what if you showed up as the person who already has a wait list of clients? How do they show up online? How do they talk about their business at the networking event? For 1 year, I want you to replace what if it doesn't happen with what if it's already mine. I often think of the story of Jim Carrey, who wrote himself a $10 million check when he was a struggling actor and kept it in his wallet. And one of his first big breaks, he made $10 million. Not a coincidence. He had to have a level of delusion to believe that money and walk around with it in his wallet despite not having anywhere near that every single day. Oprah Winfrey was once told that she is not fit for television. Do you think that she played within the reality of people telling her you're not fit for television to become who she is today? The person who created Spanx, Sarah, she didn't have a business background. She has now created a multi-billion-dollar company. Did she play it safe in believing that, oh, I need to have a specific business background to be able to create a successful business? No, you have got to show up absolutely and completely and unapologetically delusional. So my invitation is for the next year that we make an agreement that every single day we are going to take one action every day that is completely absurd, delusional, defies your current reality, and go all in on it. Do you know what is possible after 365 daily delusional actions? You will be unrecognizable. Most most of you aren't going to do this because you want to play it safe. You want to be rooted in what's realistic and what is possible based on what you've done in the past and the results that you did and didn't get. But for that 1% of you, I'm going to invite you to come back to this video as your accountability and start writing your delusional action of the day. What are you doing each day that is completely absurd, that has you questioning your own sanity? Because I guarantee you that 1 year from now, your life will be completely unrecognizable. I am going all in on this for the next year, and I would love to have a community of you doing this with me. I'm so excited about this because I've done some delusional things before, as I've shared in this video, and I know that it works. And it is the willingness to go all in for a full year that I can't even imagine what my life, what your life is going to look like. I am so excited for this because the truth is that playing it safe is actually the biggest risk of all. Being delusional is not the risk. It is playing it safe and living the same year after year and calling it a life. We are here to show up boldly and unapologetically. You have this one life. Why not go all in? Because when you start embodying success before it arrives, everything changes. The way people see you shifts. The opportunities that come to you are completely out of what is realistic for you today. And what you realize once you actually get to the thing is that it was never about getting to the thing in the first place. It was about becoming the version of you who believes she already has and is everything that attracts that thing into her life. And by the time you achieve that thing, you'll realize it was never actually about getting the thing. It was about becoming the version of you who already has it. If you knew that you would not fail, how would you show up differently today? I want to hear from you guys in the comments of your one delusional act for today. We are going to do this for 1 year. 1 year of Delulu is the Solulu. I am so excited for this, for myself, for you. And if you want to see how I'm going to be showing up for this experiment for myself, make sure you hit subscribe because I will be sharing the journey along the way. If you are in for the 1 year experiment where every day we are asking ourselves, if I already had the thing I desire, how would I show up? What would I do today that is delusional? Tell me in the comments. Let me know you're in for the 1 year Delulu is the Solulu experiment. I am so excited for us and I cannot wait to read your comments, and be sure to come back and share your delusional act of the day. You can inspire me and someone else, and I cannot wait to do this journey with you.